So, recently I used to be a Younique presenter, so if you watched any of my videos before, it would have been all Younique makeup. I am no longer a Younique presenter. Nothing personal, it was just, it didn't work out for me and I decided I wanted to use different things. So that was basically it. You know, there's no like nastiness or anything like that, there's no horrible reason behind it, it was just, I wanted to start using different things. So, Bperfect Cosmetics Carnival palette. This is the Stacey Marie. She is a makeup artist and I've now just started following her on Instagram. So, this is the palette. Okay, so you've got two highlighter shades, then you have a mixture of loads of fantastic colours, super duper bright ones. You can even do like nice natural looks. You got like your browns, really nice like metallic-y shimmers as well. So this is like a fantastic palette. I got this, I signed up now to Beauty Bay. £40 this palette is, but you get a lot of eyeshadows, really good quality, and you also get two highlighters. It is a nice chunky palette as well, to be fair. Really nice, and I'm super excited to use it in this video. So I'm hoping to go all out, all glam, kind of pizzazz kind of a look. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of go with it, so just bear with me. So let's get started. The Revolution Pro Matte Primer. So this is a clear primer, so it isn't gonna, you know, change or alter in any way like your foundation or anything like that on top. Shade wise. The foundation that I'm going to be using today for this video is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So this, it was also decently priced, to be honest. It's also on like a little spatula. So if you want, you can put this on the back of your hand, then go in with your brush and then dab it on. I will put it on the back of my hand just for more like sanitary reasons. Simply just take your finger, dab it around where you want it. A flat brush. And I'm just buffing it in. I'm not like swirling my brush around. I'm just kind of tapping it on. I'll just go in with a damp beauty sponge and then just pat and make sure that there's no brush marks. Okay, so next up is the concealer. So I got the Revolution Conceal and Define. Okay, so this is the applicator. I have the shade C1 because I'm like deathly pale. The one thing that I have noticed is that this does tend to dry down pretty quickly, so I tend to apply it under my eyes first, then go in with the sponge. Come on, eyelashes stuck. And I'm going to apply some to the centre of my forehead, down my nose, top lip and chin. So I got the Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder. This is like my first time using this yet. It seems very white. I've even got the sticker on it. I was going to put my false nails on for this video. I'm kind of glad that I didn't now because there was no chance in hell I was going to get that off. Should I go all Instagram and tip it into the lid, and then I'll probably make a mess everywhere. Okay. So this is the Maybelline loose powder. So I'm just going to go in with my damp sponge and just apply it over where I basically applied that concealer. I'm also going to set my eyelids, seeing as I'll put concealer over that. I don't want everything all creasing and looking horrible. So obviously I do look very, very washed out right now. So I am going to add a bit of bronzer, just to kind of add a bit more definition and things like that to the face. Actually, no I'm not, because I also bought Rimmel Insta Duo Contour Stick. So it's got like a lighter end and a darker end. This is like brand new. I'm going to take the wrapper off. This is the Rimmel contouring stick. So you've got two ends. So obviously the lighter side is your highlight, and then the darker side is your contouring side. So I think I might just give this a go, see what it's like. I don't know how does it say whether obviously you apply it over your foundation? I could imagine so. I'm not. Okay, so it just says contour and highlight your cheekbones, nose and cupid bow with this fabulous duo. Tips and hacks on Rimmel.com. Okay, so if you wanted to check it out, then probably look on their website. I can't be bothered to do that now, because, you know, I've already started my makeup. So I'm not entirely sure, like, one, how well this will blend out, and two, if it's going to be kind of like one of those products where you don't need a lot. So if you don't need a lot, I might put too much on, but we will find out. This is the powder and concealer brush. So it's got like a big soft brush one end, and then a smaller soft brush the other side. So I'm just going to use... Oh, okay, that blends out like really easily. Ooh, okay. That's nice. And then I'm going to use the smaller side to do like the more detailed areas. I'm not entirely sure if like all this rubbing is going to be any good, because it may be bringing off like the foundation underneath. So I don't know if you can see, but as I've been trying to brush out the line, it has like moved the foundation and things like that underneath, which obviously doesn't look that pretty. So I like it for the cheeks. It's worked really well for that, but maybe for like the nose, not so much. See if powder just helps to fix it. Okay, so now it looks like as if I've been in the ladies' toilets in some really dingy pub, sniffing something that I shouldn't be. Younique Malibu bronzer. I do need to get myself some new bronzers, guys, so if you have any like suggestions of things that you really like, then just let me know and I'll like to test them out. So I'm just going to take quite a big, this is still quite like a dense fluffy brush. And I'm just going to pack it on, and then I'm going to tap the bronzer on. So obviously, as you can see with the nose, when you're kind of brushing another product on top of yet another product, the one underneath is going to move and kind of break up, and that looks a great situation going on there. So if you tap your brush on top, it's not really going to disturb anything on underneath.
Mummy!
Archie!
Come off!
What's come off?
Come off!
What's come off?
Come off!
What's come off?
Come off! Come off!
What's come off?
Come off!
Oh God, what have you broke?
Fuck!
What have you broken in one? No, I'm just going to get my double chin. Kind of make it look like as if it's a shadow.
Mummy!
Archie.
Come off!
What has come off? I'm going to have to go check what's come off, guys. I'll be back in a bit. Just carve out the cheekbones and see what it's like then. So for blusher, I'm going to go in with, this is the Younique Moodstruck Minerals Pressed Blusher. This is the shade Sweet. I'm also going to be using a stippling brush. Okay, so these blushes are really quite pigmented, so I tend to tap the brush in a few times. This one's not like as vibrant as the others, so it doesn't really matter, like, you know, if you do put too much on, because it's quite a nice light colour. But then I do always tend to tap it off just on my wrist, just to make sure that I've really not put too much on. Okay, so I am going to do my brows off camera, but I am using, just to let you guys know, Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, Ultimate Brow. So I am just going to kind of neaten them up a little bit, and kind of, because this side gets a little bit messy, because it's, I don't know, it's just a bit of an awkward brow, if anyone knows what I mean by that. So I'm just going to neaten it up using the Revolution concealer. Just going to try and cover that spot. So I'm not entirely sure what brand this is, but it is Colour Lash. Oh yeah, it does say collection. Teeny tiny little collection right there. So this is clear mascara, but to be honest, I tend to like using it to set my brow hairs. We can get into the exciting part now and get in with the Carnival palette by the makeup artist Stacey Marie. Follow her on Instagram. Like, the looks are absolutely stunning that she does. So this is the whole palette. You do get a mirror as well. I generally like the whole effect of the palette, like these kind of powder explosions everywhere. And then, like, you get so many different shades. You also get 2 highlight shades. So I think I'm going to just dive straight in. The shade Mint. And I'm just going to get that onto a fluffy brush. I am using the Younique blending brush. The one thing with this palette is you don't have to like swirl your brush around in it forever just to try and pick up any kind of pigment. I'm just going to focus this first right into that crease. Basically, the crease is just, it's the shape of your eyeball. So when you get your eyeshadow brush and you get it right into... Are you copying everything Mummy's saying? So you'll feel like the shape of your eyeball, and basically that is kind of where you want to be applying this, because it's really going to help just bring out the shape of your eye.
No eye.
Archie? And then I'm just kind of, basically I'm bringing the eyeshadow out, kind of in line and following the shape of my brow.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, of course you are, little man. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Keen, which is this fantastic yellow shade. So I am excited about this because I've been on the hunt for a brilliant yellow eyeshadow. So I'm hoping this is the one. If you're wanting like a really nice natural soft look, I do apologise. I probably will do one of those kind of looks soon. This, I'm like going at it today. So I'm really sorry guys, but my for some strange reason it stopped recording this part. But basically I just took the darker green shade, it's called Envy, and I basically just intensified like the crease and just blended it into that mint shade. I'm going to re-intensify the crease. I don't know why, but right there's like a patch of where the shadow just isn't sticking. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's like in person, it's like it's bugging me. Okay, I'm just going to add a bit more of that Keen, the yellow shade. I'm actually going to go in with my ring finger into that Keen, shade, and I'm going to dab that into the inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to, actually you've not got any trousers on. You've not got any trousers on. You can't go outside with no trousers on. Life lessons. Okay, so what I was going to do. Okay, I'm going to cut the crease. So I've just got a bit of the concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use a small, flat, rounded edged brush. This is a Younique brush. You do like strawberries, don't you?
It's really nice.
They are really nice, yeah. Okay, so to cut your crease, if you kind of angle your mirror underneath and you look down, all you basically want to do is follow the natural line of your crease. You can go slightly above if you want. I'm just going to kind of tap it on first. Like that. So I'm not gonna do like a full cut crease. I'm not gonna bring it all the way out here because I am gonna put some like the dark blue eyeshadow and kind of blend it into the green. So I'm gonna go in to this shade here. This is called Sky. And I'm just gonna get this blue and I'm just gonna pack it on. Oh wow, this blue has pigment to it. Okay. That is absolutely stunning. Oh, I like it, I like it, I like it. I am experiencing some fallout, but to be honest, with eyeshadows that have this much pigment to them, you won't really care so much. Into this metallic blue. Thank you, little man. And that is called Breezy. And then I'm going to deepen up the outer portion with the shade Mood. So this is a really dark blue shade. And I'm going to firstly just pack it on into that outer corner. Pigment's kind of, it's like disappearing as I'm brushing it on. It's not sticking. So I think I might just get a little bit of concealer just on my finger. Dab it on to that outer corner. And then see if the pigment will stick to that. Obviously you can see all the fallout happening on the top of my cheek at the moment. My shoulders are so tense, everything's all like ugh. Need a bit of concealer on the outer corner of the lid. And then I'm going to pack the pigment on. Okay, so I'm just going to sweep off all of this powder. Just using it's like a dome shaped kind of oval fluffy brush. So I'm just going to go in with the yellow first. And I'm basically going to place the brush and then just blend. I think I'll stick with the green. I'm going to go into Envy, which is that darker green first. Into highlighter now, and I'm actually going to use the highlighter shade Saint from out of the palette. So for the inner corner, I'm just going to go in with my little finger first and kind of just tap it over the top of that yellow. And it doesn't seem that highlighting. I'm just going to use the Younique setting spray. Oh! And then whilst the skin is still slightly damp, I'm going to go in with that highlight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for mascara, I'm going to go in with Rimmel London, the Super Curler 24-hour mascara. Okay, so, wow, that is curled. I haven't had a mascara wand look like that in ages. So, this may feel slightly... Oh, actually, no, it's really nice and easy to use. Okay, so I'll just let that first coat dry. So I'm going to go in with my lips now.
In my welly.
Have you got something stuck in your welly?
Because I wear.
There's a brick in your welly. Let's have a look. Whoa, Dylan, there's loads. There was 4 bricks in Dylan's welly. I mean, what are kids doing? Okay, so where was I? Lips. Okay, so I'm going to say that usually, I suppose, when you're going to go quite bold and colourful on your eyes, to go quite neutral for the lips. So I'm thinking that, but then I'm also thinking that I have like a bluey green toned liquid lipstick. This is the I Love Revolution Metallic Mermaid Lips in the shade Siren. I just got it all over my face somehow. How did that even happen? Okay. My God, this eye is watering so much. I don't know why. I don't know if it could be because my eyes have been absolutely fine with like the eyeshadows. So I'm wondering if it's more to do with the mascara. Right then. Oh God. Okay then. So apart from a leaky eye and a little bit of like struggle with the shadows blending on this eye, I'm gonna say that this look is complete. It's definitely a lot more mermaidy than I kind of expected, like a goth mermaid. This liquid lipstick, by the way, it has dried, and you know what? Right, I also have these the light lip toppers. These are Lottie London lip foils. Got iridescent. There's one that I've got that is more of a pink tone, and then I've got one that's more of a blue tone. And you know what? Stop it. I'm gonna add it. Oh, look at that. Okay, so that looks really, really cool. That looks, oh my God, that looks amazing. And my fingers are all sparkly now, sparkly, sparkly. So this was using the Carnival palette. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please give me like any ideas of any looks that you guys might like to see, and I'll try and kind of either take my own kind of Charliness on it, or I'll actually just try and recreate the look for you guys. But yeah, I am excited to test out more different makeup brands and things like that now. So yes, thank you for joining me, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye!